Smart TVs nowadays have greatly dropped in prices. Even bigger sizes have become affordable. Here, we have the Xiaomi TV A Pro 55-inch. And this is possibly the most bang for the buck TV out in the market right now. Hey guys, Andre here from TechLocal, and this is our Xiaomi TV A Pro review. In this video, we are going to dive deeper into the Xiaomi TV A Pro and see what this device can offer, and hopefully help you decide if this is the right TV for you. Let's discuss first what the TV A Pro is exactly. This is a 4K Dolby Vision enabled smart TV. And unlike other affordable smart TVs which run on proprietary software, the Xiaomi TV A Pro is running on Android TV OS version 11, or also known as Google TV. This is a much more superior system being an Android OS. This of course would have the ability to install third-party apps with more compatibility and OS support. So this will get updated. Plus, we're also getting Google Assistant for our voice commands. We will dive deeper into this in this review, but I want to quickly show you a quick glance at its box. And yes, being a 55-inch TV, this is not something that only one person can easily unbox. I struggled unboxing this. So if you're planning on getting this, I highly suggest that you have someone assist you in unboxing to avoid any damage. Thankfully, ours is working fine right here. So I guess I did a good job with a little help from Apple. Looking at the TV, the bezels are noticeably slim. The top, left, and right sides share the same thickness, or in this case, thinness, with a thicker bottom that has the Xiaomi branding at its center. From what I've been seeing in other closely priced TVs, this might have the slimmest bezels around. I'm not 100% sure. There might also be other TVs that have slimmer bezels than this around this price. So if you know any, I'd love to hear about that in the comments so we can also check that out. But for this, it almost looks like it's bezel-less, which greatly adds to its viewing experience. I have been around to experience TVs with really thick bezels, and having something this thin really makes the world of difference in terms of the immersiveness with our viewing experience. Of course, this TV also features a number of ports to plug external sources. At the back, there are 3 HDMI ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, a LAN port, a composite port, optical audio out, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The TV A Pro also uses a center-mounted stand, which to be fair, looks more sophisticated than the ones that are mounted farther on its side. But quite frankly, I am not the biggest fan of this design. I think Xiaomi can still do better to add a little more spice to how it looks. That said, it does seem to carry the weight of the TV quite well, so I guess it gets the job done. Now, let's take a quick look at its remote. This remote seems to look very similar to the remote of the Xiaomi Mi TV Stick. I'm not sure if they're interchangeable. I have a feeling that it can, since this does connect to the TV via Bluetooth. So that means there's also no need to actually point the remote to the TV while you're pressing the buttons. Your button presses will still register even if you're not pointing it exactly at the TV. We do get shortcuts to the standard streaming services, which is nice. There's Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, and an apps button, while in the middle is the Google Assistant button. Also, this remote is powered by 2 AAA batteries, which surprisingly doesn't come with the package, so you will have to supply that yourself. Now, let's talk about the image out of this TV. Having experienced different display panels and TVs, the more expensive OLED TVs generally produce superior image quality, having more vibrant color reproduction, higher contrast ratio, which would also produce deeper and darker blacks. But OLED TVs also come at a much higher price and oftentimes even double than what this costs. But with the Xiaomi TV A Pro, would I say that this will only give you half the experience of a TV that would cost double its price? Definitely not. Again, this is already 4K resolution, so meaning the image out of this is also very sharp. While the Dolby Vision qualification means the images this produces are vibrant and the contrast ratio is also very good. TVs at this price range would usually have the tendency to have whiter blacks. As funny as that may sound, blacks would normally look grayish, and that's just a characteristic of backlit displays as compared to OLEDs. This actually surprised me with how dark this can actually go. I think it has something to do with its software that seems to automatically adjust its backlight brightness when scenes are mostly dark, which kind of mimics the characteristic of an OLED display. Of course, it will still not look as black as an OLED, but to me it's still very commendable. Viewing angles are also very decent. You don't exactly need to be at the exact center to appreciate the images out of the screen, which is of course something that you would want if you're getting a TV that is this big. I've also noticed that there is motion smoothing enabled, which makes normal footage look like it was produced in high FPS. This is a feature that I've noticed with the The Frame TV that we've previously reviewed, but that costs more than double. So to see this feature here is a very welcome addition. I can see this working well when watching sports or playing games. This will add that slight touch of smoothness which some people might find appealing. Now, talking about its sound quality, this TV comes with Dolby Audio and DTS qualifications. And with how this actually sounds, I can say it's pretty much on par with other similarly sized TVs. It sounds nice, but we really can't expect this to give that rich experience given how slim this TV is. I do like that it's super clear and it gets really loud. I'm usually just playing around 30 to 50%, mostly at around 30, but for the best experience, I would suggest that you still get a separate soundbar to complement this. Xiaomi do have promos and bundles with this TV, so if you happen to catch that, I would highly recommend that you check that out as well. As mentioned earlier, this TV supports third-party apps. Most of the more common ones are already pre-installed, but there are a huge number of apps to choose from once you sign into your Google account. Being powered by Google TV OS also means we're also getting Google Assistant for voice commands. All you have to do is press the button at the center and say the command, or in most cases, the title of the show that you want to watch, and the TV would then look for that in the different platforms that it is signed in. I found this to be a big time saver for long movie titles since typing using the arrow keys will get really tiring and it's also very slow. It does get my diction correct even if I don't have an American English accent, which is good for us living here in Asian countries. Now, moving on to our verdict on this, I think one of the biggest selling points that this has for me is Xiaomi has been around for a while, and to be honest, I have a lot of Xiaomi products lying here at my home. I have their vacuum, I have a kettle, I have the CCTV, I even have a fan right here. And when choosing appliances, it just feels assuring to go for brands that you can already trust. And I can say that Xiaomi has that effect on a lot of people. But on top of that reliability, Xiaomi is offering 2 years of warranty on this lineup. So for those of you who are still doubting its quality, I guess this is the answer to that. Personally, I am a big fan of this TV. It ticks most of the boxes that I would want in a smart TV. It has 4K resolution, Dolby Vision, Dolby Audio, slim bezels, Google TV OS, at a price tag that is almost just like a mid-range smartphone. But I would like to know if you guys think if there are still some things that you think this may still need to improve on. Or if you have some questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Anyway, that's it for this review. Once again, this is Andre from Tactical. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you on the next video.